What's up, guys? ICAST 2025, and we're going to kick this one off with the best reels at ICAST in the entire show. So we're going to give a rundown of some of the best reels that are coming out this year. And of course, we're stopping first at the Baits booth with our buddy Kevin here, and we're going to go over some hot new reels that we've actually got a little sneak peek on. But Kevin, let's get a rundown on these new reels you guys got coming out.
Well, thanks, Jake. I mean, that's pretty big accolades. We appreciate you, man.
You guys do a great job, though.
This is our Hundo 50, and it's a 150 size Hundo, a little bit bigger. Our 100 was so popular, why not make it a little bigger? Comes with the reel seat that's in the frame.
Yeah.
And it has the same output as the older, the GOAT, the Salty 150, the older Salty 150. And we just want to make it lighter. So it's 6 ounces. It's got all the guts in the old reels. The line capacity is deeper. Everything that you would love about the Hundo, you're going to love in this reel, a bigger frame.
That's great. I mean, it is super comfortable. It fits in your hand really well. 150 size is perfect for just about everything. And it's coming in at 6 ounces. And this thing, if you've never seen a baits reel, they're machined out of aluminum. They're beast of a reel. And there's a lot of reels coming out that, I mean, a lot of reels are coming in much heavier, made out of much cheaper and, not as strong of materials.
Right.
So it's super impressive. You're getting it down to that weight, and you're getting just an aluminum monster of a reel.
Well, if people don't know, we're the only guys that actually make a CNC'd 6061 T6 frame in a low profile reel, period.
Yeah.
The only ones in the industry. So we're very proud of that, and we're the first ones, and we're just making them bigger now.
So if you want a high quality reel, check that one out. But we got another one. So tell me about the new EDC.
Right.
This is the one that I know people are super intrigued about, and it's going to open the door up for a lot more customers.
So the EDC, the everyday carry, it's a 100 size reel, very light. It's 6.3 ounces. Die cast frame. Okay, so this is not the same as a CNC machined aluminum frame. This is die cast, but it also comes with a chip called the DAB braking system, digitally adjustable braking system.
Got it.
And so it's got a microchip inside of the shroud with the magnet. And so you go down from minimum to maximum, and you can adjust it with a digitally controlled braking system versus a magnetic controlled braking system. So very interesting new reel. We're getting into the die-cast market, so check that one out. 15 pounds of drag.
How much is that one coming in at?
This is $199.99.
And yes, it's an aluminum frame, but on your top end reels, you're getting CNC'd aluminum, but everyone else is doing aluminum. This is how they make an aluminum reel.
This is a normal traditional aluminum reel, die-cast.
Which is still insanely strong and extremely high quality.
Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely are very excited about this. Anyone that's trying to get into the Baits brand, this is the reel right here to start with.
And then last up, we got the new spinning reel, and this one is an absolute just monster of a reel as well. You can see that it's all just like one just giant chunk of aluminum.
Yep. Pure aluminum, CNC 6061 T6 aluminum, just like our bait casters right here. It's a beast. It's overkill, basically. So
yeah.
We wanted to have a nice, good reel, the best reel we could make for all those guys that are hardcore out there. This is the reel that you'll get once, and you won't have to buy ever again.
So this is more your saltwater application reel, but if you're going to do some crossover freshwater and saltwater, this is one you want to take a look at. This isn't like your ultra lightweight finesse, like 4-pound line reel. This thing's built super heavy duty.
It really is built to last, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a heavy duty reel, it's going to last you a lifetime. For a spinning reel, that's the one you want to check out. All right, thanks Kevin very much for joining us today.
Absolutely, Jake.
And we're going to keep moving on out to the next booth, check out some more reels. Hey guys, up next, we just left Baits. We're now in the Shimano booth with our guy, Alex Weatherall, and we're going to talk about some exciting new Shimano reels. So what's the first one we got here, Alex?
So the first one we have is the Curado 150M. So they came out with the Curado 200M.
Yeah.
They now brought all that same tech into the 150 size. Big highlight here is the MGL3 spool. So it's a lighter weight spool. Gives a lot more variability in terms of what you can cast, a lot lighter weights, easier to cast farther. So Curado is what it is. It's a great name. It's a great reel. It's not as green as you like. We've talked about that before.
I know. I want more sparkle in it.
You want more sparkle? I'd like more sparkle, but the internals are rock solid. Same as the 200, just bringing that same tech in line with the 150 size.
Which is awesome. They got it in right, left hand. Bunch of different gear ratios. We got it up for pre-order right now if you want to check one out. Is that what you cut the 9-pounder with when you're at Lake Fork?
That, I believe that is what I cut the 9-pounder with.
Ah, see?
Almost
Catches
10.
9-pounders.
Couldn't bump the 10, but...
Still got your PB though, in a tournament.
Absolutely.
Which is pretty awesome. So next up, we got a new spinning reel. Tell us about this one.
So this one, just spin that thing real quick.
I
So
know. Oh.
it's beautiful. But here's what's really cool is that how easy it is for that to start up and how quickly it stops. So what that's going to do is it's going to make it really easy to keep your line tight on the spool. It's actually going to make it a little bit more sensitive for your entire setup. It's going to make it easier when you're scoping, when you're doing lightweight baits, minnows, whatever you're doing. That startup inertia is almost non-existent, so it's going to make it really easy to keep your baits and put a lot of action in that starting, stopping, and into that. And you also
you can really get after shaking a minnow with that
you can shake the heck out of it.
Yeah.
Another really cool thing when you're fighting a fish, you want to adjust that drag, right? Guys really want to do that. Normally, you have to make a lot of adjustments to get to where you want to get to, from really tight to really loose. To do that, you just make a minor adjustment with this rapid fire drag.
Yeah.
Small adjustment. Big change.
Yeah, that's what the guys at Tactical were telling us. They said one click on this is equivalent to what like a full turn used to be.
Right.
Which is insane. I know it's going to take some getting used to, but I mean, that is something that's, I think, revolutionary here in the spinning reel technology. So exciting to see from Shimano. Hopefully it trickles down a little bit farther.
They usually do.
In the next few years. Next one here is another gorgeous reel. Tell us about the new Sustain. And this one, it feels just as good or as smooth, even as the Exsence. It's just a phenomenal feeling reel.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because Shimano just constantly is always updating their reels, you're always seeing that tech from Stella work its way down.
Yep.
And now you have a lot of great tech in the Sustain. One big highlight for this is the MGL rotor. So this rotor is a lightweight rotor. So that's just going to allow you to have a smoother, more progressive, the drag from just the entire reel and how you feel, the sensitivity of it. It's going to be very easy just to cast. It's going to be smooth. Who doesn't love the color of this thing as well? That gold.
It reminds me of an older Stella. It's just an awesome looking reel.
Yeah, I mean the Sustain, again, just a classic name, known for being a really high end reel. And they've done it again.
And you know what you're getting into when you spend the money on a high end Shimano. I mean, I've got older Shimano reels that are a decade old that still run just as good today. So I mean, they are investments, but you're getting what you pay for. And I mean, hard to go wrong with a nice Shimano spinning reel.
Exactly. When you buy a Shimano spinning reel, you want that thing to last a really long time. You don't want to have to upgrade it, the next year. So when you buy a reel like this, you know it's going to last a long time. You know it's going to be as smooth as you can possibly get. You know you're getting your money's worth. And I believe you can get this on Tackle Warehouse now, right?
Yes, you can. So thanks for joining us today, Alex. If you want to check out these reels, maybe dig into the description more, check out some features, you can go into tacklewarehouse.com and you can pre-order these reels right now. Hey guys, we got something that we just found out about. Coming by the SPRO booth, we got Kevin here from KGB Swimbaits, if you don't know, and he's got a new signature reel coming out through SPRO. So tell us about this reel.
So this reel has been a project long in the works. SPRO came to me and said, hey, we want you to do something else that goes along with swim baits. We want you to design a beefy swim bait reel. So I'm really excited about this to venture outside of the swim bait world. We sat down, had a meeting and said, hey, what do you want on a swim bait reel to make it the best and beefiest? And then they teamed us up with Dean Rojas, so another power fisherman. They took two power fishermen, said, build the dream reel you want. And that's exactly what we did.
Pretty nice to cut you off the leash on that. To get you to build your own swim bait reel.
Exactly. They said, build your dream reel, don't hold back. And they delivered. So everything from 30 pounds of drag on this model, 8 1-to-1 gear ratio, 7 3-to-1 gear ratio, right and left hand models, everything we'd want. Super long cast. We've got our own level wind here. It's shaped a little bit different, helps it unload from the spool. Okay. Really, really clean and feed back onto the spool clean. Everything's audible. It has clicking drag, so you don't have to worry if your line is slipping on the spool. You actually hear it when the drag's operating.
Yeah, I see that becoming more and more popular, especially that is catching on a lot in like the bait finesse casting reels, because you really need to know when that thing's moving with that light line. But it's awesome that it's transitioning into other reels as well.
Yeah, on the beefy stuff. I mean, it's nice when you hook into a 30 to 40 pound striper to know that you're actually gaining or that it's pulling and it's not just slipping on your spool, your line's not burying into your spool. It's a nice little audible to know that you have it locked down and it's still clicking. All right, maybe you need to ease up and start chasing this fish down.
And not everything, if not old school. Not everyone's doing old school style swim baiting with the drag locked and you're just cranking them in. You know, some of these swim baits, you know, these smaller glide baits. You know,
Right.
Sometimes there's situations where you're not using the heaviest, beefiest hooks that won't bend. You know,
Right.
You have hooks that will bend.
You need to give them some play, especially if in my case, I'm obviously bass come first, but striper are near to me.
Second. Yeah.
So when you hook into a unexpected 50-pound fish, you need to play it.
And you got the reel with the line capacity that can handle that.
Exactly.
Matches up perfectly with any of the KGB rods.
Yep.
Great for throwing swim baits. Nice, super comfortable, compact reel.
Yep.
Looks sharp, easy to adjust on there. I also love that handle. You guys did a great job. Big handle on there.
Stock with a 110 mil handle.
Which is what you want, and then those super tacky knobs.
Yep.
So
double bearing on the knobs. We've got 10+1 bearings in here, 2 Japanese bearings for the spool.
Yeah.
Heavy duty spool shaft. I mean, we beefed this thing up. It's not just a stock reel with a few gizmos and gadgets. From the bones up, this thing is beef.
Well, if you've thrown swim baits on a subpar reel, you know that you tear a reel up and it pretty much become useless over a few seasons, you know?
Right.
So you need one that can hold up to that level of heavy duty fishing, not just the baits, but the fish as well. But we're super excited about this one. So should have it up on Tackle Warehouse soon. We just found out about it. Super exciting new reel coming from SPRO and KGB.
Nice little secret we've been keeping.
All right, still in the SPRO booth, but we got another new reel we're going to talk about with Mr. Dean Rojas. And Dean, we didn't know you were working on this, but you got yourself a new reel from SPRO coming out. Give us the rundown on this reel.
Well, thank you for having us there and welcome. Hey, this is my brand new frogging reel. Okay, now this is the one that we spent over a year on to get this thing right. And like you guys out there who know what frogging is and how hard it is on these reels, this one is designed to maintain that level of the day you bought it to the day you're done with it each day. So the cool thing about this reel is we use high grade metals. It's made out of magnesium and a high grade aluminum, and we have a brass shaft. So most of you know who frog, how the reels get real loose after a while when you're frogging because of the power of the braid and the fish and the constantly pulling on it. So what takes the brunt of that? It's the shaft. That's what causes it to be loose in there. Not anymore. We've got a bearing on there now, and we also have high grade brass shaft that goes all the way from the spool all the way to the gear mechanism in here. So you're consistent. Your casts are going to be quiet and smooth. Your drag's going to be wonderful smooth, and the reel is made to last.
And what kind of gear ratio are you working with on these?
So the gear ratio, we have 2 gear ratios. We have the standard 7.3 to 1, which is what I prefer. And then for you burner guys out there that like to have the high speed, the 8 to 1. The great thing about with the 8 to 1 is we incorporate a big handle in the reel itself. So many times you have reels that have a high gear ratio, like an 8 to 1, with a little handle. You can't get any power.
Doesn't have any torque.
That's right. This has torque. That's a big handle, man. When you're grabbing it, just like you're grabbing a winch.
Yeah, I felt these over on the KGB reel. I mean, it's a big knob. It's super tacky, and you can grab onto this thing and winch it. And I mean, who better to design a reel for frogging than the Frog King himself? Yeah. But this thing is, we were talking off camera, it's incredible how smooth this reel is and how much drag power you guys have on this thing.
We have over 25 pounds of drag, more excessive than any other reel on the market, because this is built for heavy combat fishing.
And if you've ever pulled fish out of mats with 65-pound braid and really put the beating to a reel, you know it's not the same after a while.
Yeah, they wear.
So this will hold up. So if you need a new reel for heavy-duty frog fishing, look no further than the new SPRO Dean Rojas 200 size reel.
That's right.
Hey guys, I'm with Dan. I'm at the SEVIN in St. Croix booth, and we're going to talk about a brand new bait casting reel, the new SEVIN GX. Dan, give us the breakdown on this reel.
Yeah, it's been a super cool project for a lot of reasons. This is the newest member to the SEVIN family, the SEVIN GX casting reel. Biggest thing you're going to notice right away, it's got an aluminum gear cover now, so it's a full body aluminum reel. It's slightly narrower, just a few millimeters narrower than GS. So when you set it up, you can definitely tell, even though a couple millimeters doesn't sound like much.
Just a little bit difference, you could tell though.
100%. A couple other really cool features about, first of all, it comes in left hand and right hand, 6.6, 7.3, and 8.1 on gear ratios. But if you notice, right here, there's an integrated hook keeper in this.
Oh, we noticed. I got to see. We got a sample of it that I got to just take a product image of it, and we had to mail it right back. But I was like, I definitely noticed that, and that is a super cool feature.
It is. You can set it up there. You're not putting the hook here. You're not putting it here. Like all the things we do, right?
Which I cannot stand, putting the hook right there and tearing my reel up.
Or getting in the braid or whatever. So really cool. Carbon fiber handle. This is it has a dual braking system. So basically you have your magnetic braking system right here, but then you have your centrifugal. Can't drop the plate in the drink, which is nice because it's attached.
Which I've seen that happen.
100%. Yeah, super easy to get at. I know I set mine between 2 and 3 depending on what I'm doing. If I want to just really get on it, I set it on 2. It takes just seconds to do, obviously. Put it back down, you're right back in the game, like literally in seconds. So really palmable, holds a lot of line. Super, super smooth. And one thing we've been noticing about SEVIN, and one thing I'm telling a lot of people about, the quality of the Japanese bearing on this spool, this dog will get out and hunt. I mean, they throw an absolute mile. They're super smooth. We put our focus on where it really matters, and we're super jacked about it.
That's an awesome new reel. You can check it out on tacklewarehouse.com right now. Dan, thank you so much for giving us the time. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys over at St. Croix, and we can't wait to be back. We're going to talk about some rods in a later video, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well. Hey guys, I'm now in the Okuma booth with Dave, and we're going to talk about a new spinning reel that's just coming out. One, that is a sharp looking spinning reel you guys got there. Yeah, so give us the kind of the details of this reel.
Yeah, certainly. So this is our Sapphire spinning reel. It's brand new for the market. Freshwater and some light inshore applications are going to go on here. You got from a size 2,000 up to a size 5,000 in standard gear ratios as well as high-speed gear ratios. Great little reel, very strong. You got a metal handle, metal spool, and a carbon fiber body to it. It's going to be 8 total ball bearings. You got a nice little gnarled, rubberized little section here right inside the spool, so you don't have to use any backing. You can
That's one of my favorite features, is having that just piece of rubber in there. So
Isn't that great?
So you don't get any braid slip. I don't know how many times I've seen or have had customers come into the store and say that their drag doesn't work, and like, you got braid slip. That's what it is.
Exactly. You don't have to put any tape or anything else on there. You're going to be able to button it down, get it real nice and tight. Another big unique feature for this particular reel is it's got our Hydroblock water gaskets. It's not a completely waterproof reel, but it's got some nice water resistance to it. It's got about an IPX3 rating to it. So I know you guys got a lot of kayak anglers that are out there, all the different kayak series.
Yeah, I do a lot of kayak angling myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with this reel sitting in your rod seat here, or in your rod holder, a couple inches off the water, all that splash that gets on there, it's going to keep it completely dry inside.
It's awesome.
Keep it running smooth. But fantastic little reels. As I mentioned, 8 total ball bearings, aluminum handle, aluminum spool, great drag, and you got multiple sizes and different gear ratios.
And what's the price coming in on this? I believe it's a really good deal.
It is, yeah. You're starting at about $84.
So a really nice deal on a really high quality reel from Okuma. I just talked to the Okuma guys. We will have images up on the website very shortly, so you guys can check this out here in the future at tacklewarehouse.com. Dave, thank you very much for giving us the rundown on this beautiful new spinning reel.
You got it.
And we're going to keep moving on, see what else we can find.
Thank you.
Hey guys, at the Lew's booth, and I got the new KVD casting and spinning reel. Super cool, excited to see KVD's got some new gear coming out. The casting reel, I know the biggest thing on this one is they've now got that Paramag brake system in there that came out on their high-end Custom Pro Gen 3 last year. And now you can get that same braking system inside the KVD reel, and I believe it's like $159. And new spinning reel as well. Sharp new looks on this thing. They've got the braid ready spool on there. Awesome red paint jobs, as always with any KVD product. We kind of missed him here at the booth. Maybe we can run into him later and get another kind of in-depth run at these reels. But we do have a full rundown on all the new KVD stuff. If you go over onto our YouTube page, the guys over at Lewis did a great job explaining all the new features that went into the entire lineup of KVD's new rod and reel. So make sure you go check it out. Hey guys, we're over at Daiwa. We're going to check out a couple of new reels. The first one up, new Tatula X, sweet new casting reel. What I noticed about this one, or kind of one of the key features of this new Tatula, it's got the LC spool. So Daiwa's got tons of different spools. There's like the SV, you got the SV LC. So the long cast spool actually going to help at the end of that cast, kind of free up some of that spool rotation and help get you longer casts. It's also got the hyperdrive design, so everything's kind of locked in alignment in here and super, super smooth. Just going to help keep all those gears and everything in precise alignment and not torque or kind of twist on you when you got this reel under a heavy load. What's great about this one is we got it in all the gear ratios and left and right handed. So you got a 6, a 7, and an 8 in both left and right-handed. So they got you covered on all aspects on that Tatula X. We're going to jump over here to spinning reels, and we're going to check out a couple new spinning reels as well. So this one here, the new Ballistic, we've actually had this one in stock already. You can buy this thing right now at Tackle Warehouse. It came out early, ICAST this year. So the new Ballistic MQLT, monocoque body. So that MQ design, they've got that that larger gear in there. It's an all one-piece body. So again, it's one of those things that kind of keeps all your gears in alignment, makes everything super smooth, and just gives you more power in the reel. And then their air drive design, if you've never felt a Daiwa that's got their air drive design, I mean, it's a perfect way to describe the sensation when you're spinning this reel. Crazy lightweight, effortless. The Ballistic is a workhorse of a reel. Comes in a little over $200 and just has a ton of features. Crazy smooth drag. So if you need something that's got a smooth drag, especially light line, and fish surges at the boat, you want that drag to be smooth and not break a fish off. That's gonna be a great one to check out. And then if you want to go ultra finesse, the other one we're gonna check out is the new Luvias. So this one, I believe they're claiming it's the lightest reel in its class of that size. And all the different parts of this reel, I mean the spool, and then you got the rotor, the body on this thing is all made out of that carbon Zion material that Daiwa is known for. And it's, I mean, I think probably the heaviest thing I'm holding up here is that cable that's keeping this thing tied to the table. This thing is super lightweight. And then again, all of Daiwa's top tier technologies. So it is just incredibly smooth, super smooth drag. But what you notice about this one is how shallow that spool is. So this is definitely built for ultralight lines, so really small diameter fluoro, or if you're going to run braid, you're definitely going to have to run braid to a leader in most situations, but you're not going to be running, heavy duty line with these reels. It's going to be made for your ultra finesse tactics. When you have those, that you have a high end rod like a Steez and you want a reel to match that thing and have an ultra lightweight sensitive combo, definitely want to check out that new Luvias from Daiwa. But that's going to wrap up our Daiwa booth. We're going to keep moving on. All right, according to our producer Charlie, we're not moving on. That is the end of the Best Reels ICAST 2025. If you guys want any more information or you want to check out some of these reels on the website, you can go over to tacklewarehouse.com. Most of them are going to be up for pre-order, and some of them will be up very shortly on the website for you guys to check them out. Thanks for watching.